I know regular people experience happiness, you know, daily or monthly.
Hey, what's your baby mama at the crib and blow her back out? Shorty Filipino and she call me Manny Pacquiao.
I'm not, whatever that feeling is, I think I might be experiencing a little bit of that happiness.
Happiness, yeah.
The happiness, so. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back to Candy Adventures. Hopefully you can hear us. This diesel is a little bit loud, this old diesel.
It's like a school bus.
Yes, it sounds very much like I just want to hear the and then run with my backpack because I'm late. But anyway, we're headed to somewhere really fun today, and we're gonna go test out our camper for the real inaugural run, and it's going to be done off-road. So we're going straight into it, a camp area that is a wilderness area pretty much. There's no hookups, there's no water, there's no power, and there's no roads. So we're gonna really put our four-wheel drive system in our camper to the test.
So stick with us as we go to an uninhabited beach island on the Outer Banks.
Got about 3 hours on the highway to get there. Got to stop and get some bait, and then we got to get on a ferry to cross over and get to this island. Actually, there's no even bridges to this place, so this is gonna be really fun. Let's do it.
Come on, fam.
Hey, is this for me? Do I want to be this? You know, is this the type of person I want to be? You know, like that's what summers. My parents never sent me to camp. They never sent me to camp.
Oh my God. Your dog's head just broke this. Yep. Mona, you idiot.
All right, so we're just airing down our tires here. These are E-load rated tires for heavy duty trucks. They run like 80 PSI in them to support all this weight on the highway. But out here in the sand, from what I can tell, most people run about 20 PSI in these. So it really flattens out the tire and makes a big white pattern, because where we're going is we're just going to be driving a really loose, soft sand for the next 3 or 4 days. And I do not want to get this big, heavy thing stuck. So just getting our tires aired down, and we're having a really nice trip. This is, we actually got super lucky, and we're the only vehicle on this ferry. So that's looking very promising that we're really going to get to enjoy a peaceful and relaxing, quiet, private time on an island. So this is going to be looking good so far. So not rock bottom for this moment. I don't know what to say. We rode an empty ferry. We were the only vehicle on it. We have had no mechanical issues to date. We haven't gotten stuck, and we are standing on a beach, which we've been driving probably 10 miles down this beach, and we're the only
people
vehicle
here.
I know regular people experience happiness, you know, daily or monthly. I'm not, whatever that feeling is, I think I might be experiencing a little bit of that happiness.
Happiness, yes.
The happiness. So we're just kind of exploring around right now, looking for a place to set up our new little home and maybe see what we can see. But so far, just being on this desolate island in the middle of the sand in our 4-wheel drive camper, and knowing that this is in the United States is crazy.
You can drive on 13 miles of uninhabited sand island.
And it's really cool. One side is the Atlantic Ocean, and the other side is
like a marshy sound.
Yeah, so it's like you get best of both worlds. You know, we're going to try to catch some blue crabs and stuff over here, and then over here we're going to do some surf fishing. But yeah, I don't know what to say, but we made it. Now we're going to look around a little bit, see if we can keep our truck from getting stuck, and see if we can find a place to camp tonight. We're going to be here for a few days, so going to keep exploring.
We've got 13 miles of stretch to choose from, so I think we'll be able to find one spot.
All right, let's go keep checking it around.
The problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust. We don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, that you have that to offer. We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. We don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, that you have that to offer. We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
So we've now driven from tip to tip of this island, and we found this really cool old building or old structure, probably a government building, but there's no like stairs or ladder or anything to get inside, so it's just this elevated structure. Looks like it used to have some sort of plumbing, and it has a solar panel on it, but it's abandoned and it's pretty cool.
It's really neat. It looks like the only way in is like this big ramp that drops down, kind of like in your attic. That, you know, you pull the rope and the ramp or the stairs come down. I'll show you here, but that looks like some weird way to get in like that. Looks like this piece here. It looks like it's built to swing down and give you access inside, which is awesome. I would love to live in something like this. It's like something a child designed.
Then they put this here, so like if it could swing down, this is now preventing it from swinging down.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's been boarded up in a way to block you from being able to access it. There's a ladder still here, so maybe that used that somehow, but
there's no exterior doors, like on all the sides there's no doors, and there are windows that have this thick plastic covering, like maybe stormproof windows, and only one window doesn't have the stormproofing, so I don't know if you climb in through a window, if you ever want to access it.
And it looks like they've had plumbing. Looks like they have maybe a couple of toilets, or a toilet and a sink. And as you can see over here, there's a septic.
Comes from the ceiling up there, down there.
Some sort of septic system here. But it's neat. I really like finding abandoned stuff like this. I think it's really neat. It's just sad that this thing is rotting away and nobody's using it. I think it's something government.
It says do not enter like we could. I mean, I guess if you tried really hard, maybe.
So we've been exploring this awesome island for about 2 or 3, 4 hours now. I'm not even sure. We drove all the way to that end, and we drove all the way to that end. This little barrier island that we're on is it's really narrow, maybe like a quarter mile wide.
Yeah, but it has a sound on one side and ocean on the other side.
And there's like nobody here. I think it took us an hour to get to the north end, and we passed
one truck and one truck camper.
Yeah, and that was it. And it just a polite wave, and then you go your separate ways. It's amazing. But we found a nice little place here, kind of a little bit out of the wind, and we got the ocean right here, and then right behind you guys is the sound, but we've got it set up to where the ocean's right here, so we can put our little awning out on the other side, and we're gonna go ahead and set up and start cooking dinner.
We haven't eaten since this morning, so we're pretty hungry.
Yep. So let's
Set this up.
see how this goes. We've never actually lived in this thing yet, so this seems like a great time to try it.
We full sent it for our first trial run.
Show a lot of things happening at once. Remind everyone of what's going on. And with every shot, show a little improvement. To show it all would take too long. That's called a montage. Even Rocky had a montage.
All right, we got everything set up. We decided to leave our awning down. We have an awning on the side, but you know, we're at the beach and it's pretty windy. So we think we're gonna leave that down until maybe tomorrow morning. Maybe it's not quite so
windy. And the sun's setting, so we don't really need shade necessarily.
We got our super cool sand mat here that we bought, which sand falls right through it, so that we're gonna try to eliminate getting too much beach sand into our camper, which I know is impossible.
It's 100% possible, especially with the dog.
But we got sand mat, we're cranked up, we're pretty level, and I just fired up the generator, so we are gonna hook up our Starlink and start editing last week's video that you guys haven't seen yet and try to get that uploaded and eat some dinner. So let's get in the AC and see if we can get a Starlink going.
But they will have seen it when they saw this video.
Yes. Actually, time rules. I always forget what movie time rules are going by, but you will already have seen it. Yes, I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
So, okay.
Yes.
I'm up to speed. All right, let's get in the AC and see if our Starlink works and we can upload this video that we just did yesterday.
You know what's funny? I can't even hear the generator because of the wind.
Yes, the generator is very quiet.
You can't hear it running at all. Alright, we just hooked our Starlink up. We actually ran it through this window right here between the camper and the cab of the truck. So now I get to edit for you guys. Not sponsored by Apple. Can I have a beer to edit?
Ay, Dios mío, ay, babe. Does it have to be very cold?
No. This is our first time actually ever using Starlink. This is our first time setting it up, and it feels kind of perfect that we did it on an inhabited beach on the Outer Banks, and I have a beer and a dog with us. You know, we haven't had Mona for a couple months, so it's nice to have her back in our new house camper. Like, this is all coming together. This is what we planned for months, and it's here. This is it. This is the life we wanted.
You have your first food? First food in your new tiny house. Okay, we've just blown a lot of money to live nomadically like this. So with that, that means our dinners sometimes are a compromise to save a little money. So for dinner tonight, we will be having macaroni and cheese. But to give it a little je ne sais quoi, church it up a little bit, we'll be using these $1 package of hot dogs from Aldi's or whatever European grocery store we went to where everything was super cheap. So we're going to prep this up and sit down and relax and enjoy this delicious meal. Yes, I think quite highly of my cooking.
Oh my god, give it a nice clean snip.
Why? Just
one big snip, stop!
it helps more of the cheese flavor get into the wiener.
So disturbing.
So dinner might not be fantastic. I mean, it's not like Michelin star stuff here. But to have the view that we have right now, nobody around for literally miles. Chef's kiss. I will eat scissor cut up hot dogs and macaroni and cheese for the rest of my life if this is the view in the backdrop and the silence that we can experience. I'll eat hot dogs until my heart explodes. It's like Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion or one of those other clones of Nicki Minaj that there's a line in their music about stirring up macaroni noodles and the way that has a certain sound to it. I don't know. I was just thinking of that line. Got the water boiling. Just pour it in the cup. A little more if you like your hot dog mac soupy. A little less if you like it thick. I like it thick. All right, so we're going to eat our cheap food, trash food. Enjoy this beautiful scenery. Again, I will eat trash food till the day that I die, which I don't care how short it is. If we get to be on a beach where there's not another person within 10 miles in each direction and it's just pure quiet.
It's bliss, honestly.
Yeah, so we're going to enjoy this, try to keep the horseflies at bay. And tomorrow, which will be our next video, we're gonna try to do some catch and cooks, maybe blue crab, maybe some Spanish mackerel, something out here in the surf, and get that out. But for now, we're gonna relax with our delicious beers. We're gonna have our macaroni and cheese and hot dogs, and we'll see you guys next time.
We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small